Hello everyone, Mitch the Preacher here, preaching the gospel of gaming, and we are jumping into Command & Conquer Remastered. I'm very, very excited about this. Some of my earliest PC gaming memories are with the Command & Conquer series. It was RTS games at its finest. We're going to jump right in, we're going to try the first few missions, and we're going to see how it goes.
The Grain Trade Center in Vienna was the 17th urban bombing in 4 weeks, blamed on Nod terrorists.
The Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following Nod terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
Oh my goodness. Loud slap, louder slap.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
New
These FMVs
Tiberium
look
harvesting
fantastic.
methods instituted by the Brotherhood of Nod increase profitability by 49%.
Nod Tiberium holdings now account for almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange.
Quasi-terrorist
On the domestic
group.
side,
Just chugging a liter of oil.
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
إني مع اللون الأصفر.
As the GDI forces take off in another Nod assault, the free world holds its breath.
All of the audio sounds fantastic
Straight
as
for
well.
net, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
Alright, so similar to my first playthrough ever, I was the, quote, good guys, the GDI Global Defense
Global
Initiative.
Defense Initiative selected.
Picking this up? Good.
All right,
I know you need
Shepard.
more deep background, but we're up against it.
This is the OG Shepard, by
Nod
the way.
forces have fortified this beachhead at X-16Y42. Intelligence is still coming in, so we can't tell you a lot. But we found a chink in their armor. Commander Carter can sneak you and some backup forces on shore right here. You may get some artillery support from his gunboats, but this is mostly grunt work. Your mission is simple. Knock out all fortifications, eliminate all Nod troops, and establish a beachhead by building your base. Good luck.
So I always enjoyed Command & Conquer levels that involved base building, but there was always the odd one where you weren't given the construction vehicle. And those ones were always the tricky ones.
Reinforcements have arrived. Commander, upgrade your data control to high definition.
Oh my goodness.
Reinforcements have arrived.
That is incredible.
Morning.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Unit, acknowledged. Yes, sir. You got it. Yes.
Reinforcements have
Wait,
arrived.
sir.
Sound hardware initialized.
So the first thing I notice is that the sound, although it sounds amazing, holy crap is it loud. Also, I think that the scrolling... We're just going to check this. Scrolling sensitivity is a little bit fast, in my opinion. Map view scroll speed. I'm going to drop that down to like half. Yeah, that's much better.
Waiting where we go.
New construction options.
Deploy our mobile
Our base
construction
is under
vehicle.
attack.
So you'll see that all of the textures, all of this sidebar, everything has been
Building.
completely remastered. The game is capable of running at 4K resolution.
Complete.
Let's actually check and see what it's running by default. So it's running at 1440, as I have a 1440 monitor. Looking pretty darn good. So, start with our power plant. You'll notice that it has to be built pretty darn close to the mobile construction vehicle.
New construction options.
We now have the ability
Building.
to craft a barracks, which will then open up infantry tab. We've got vehicle tab and
Construction
super weapons
complete.
tab.
New construction options.
So, minigunner is strong versus
Building.
other infantry. We zoom in here.
Unit ready.
You'll see us move between. I love that. I love how easy that is. You just hit the spacebar and you're in 4K resolution. And they're super fidgety the way they were in the original game, which I think is hilarious. Just constantly cleaning their guns and hoping that they don't go off by accident. So, very simply, use the units provided to protect the MCV. When the MCV is clear of obstacles indicated by the deploy cursor, you may deploy the vehicle by clicking on it. Then you can begin to build up a base. Start with a power plant, finally search out and destroy all enemy NOD units in the surrounding area. Very little instruction, just here you go, off you go. So we're going to push back this unrevealed terrain, the fog of war.
Right away, sir. Roger.
You'll see it's revealed quite slowly with infantry. There is no ability to form formations. I don't know if this was in the original, but control and a number allows you to create squads. It might have been in the original, because from what I understand, very little has been added to break away from its, or like the original intent of the game.
Mission accomplished.
Just like that. Here is our MCV, Mobile Construction Vehicle, doing its thing. I think these original FMVs were running at something like 640 by 480, if that, maybe even like 320 by, what would be 320 by 280 or 320 by 240. Like, these were thumbnail videos that have been remastered to 4K. The fact that they were even able to do that is really quite impressive. And you'll see there at the top that we've unlocked a bonus gallery. What I'm to understand that the bonus gallery involves a lot of the B-roll, a lot of the video footage, pre-remaster, and a lot of it involves the green screen behind the voice. Or I guess not voice, the actual full-on actors that were used. Of course I'm going to put in my high score.
Great shot. Return to base immediately.
The music is nostalgic, remastered, and fantastic. So the original mission selection screen. See that we slowly move into Nod territory, into Estonia. First time I played this game, I don't think I could even spell Estonia.
Good job with the beachhead, Commander. It's time to bring you up to speed on Nod so you know what you're dealing with. This is Kane,
The man, the myth, the legend.
self-appointed leader of the Brotherhood of Nod.
Buzzer sound.
Stand by, I'll link us up.
Condition critical. Know why Nod had this beach bottled up? They're protecting a big Tiberium refinery that intelligence somehow missed. We need backup now. Nod troops are pouring out of their base, strangling our foothold. We gotta knock out that refinery, eliminate all Nod forces before we lose our position. I don't know how long we can hold out.
Damn. You heard the man. What are you waiting for?
Whoa! Right into it.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Moving out.
Alright, so we
Repairing.
can get our barracks repairing with the little money that we have.
Building.
Queue up a couple minigunners.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting. You got it. Ready and
Oh,
waiting.
got some engineers.
You got it.
So obviously this was by design. Let's actually stop the repair on these. So these engineers,
Reinforcements have arrived.
if I remember correctly, they would enter a building and instantly repair it.
Waiting orders. Right away, sir.
Oh, wait, no. Engineers. It's kind of funny that they're called engineers. Their intention is to enter an enemy building and instantly convert it.
Unit reporting. Moving out. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Moving out.
Unit ready.
Move our troops over here.
Building.
Let's actually keep our engineer tucked away a little bit here.
Unit reporting. Reporting. Roger. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Tuck this MCV in there.
Low
Keep it
power.
as protected as we
New
can.
construction options.
So you'll notice that
Building.
power management is always a thing to keep an eye out for. If your buildings are not powered, they cannot
Construction complete.
work.
New construction options.
Reporting. Roger.
Move our troops out here once again, jumping from 4K to classic. I love it.
Unit ready.
Just fantastic.
Reporting.
Building. Unit ready. Unit ready.
I love the little progress bar
Building.
built onto the tab
Unit
there.
ready.
Yes, sir. Roger. Waiting orders.
So we will squad up.
Reporting.
Let's make our engineers
Unit report. Waiting orders.
2.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Oh,
Unit report. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger.
let's make sure our engineers don't
Yes.
take any fire.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Waiting orders.
I'm actually going to do 1,
Vehicle reporting.
2.
Waiting.
Double clicking on a unit will select all of that type of unit.
Roger.
Once again, not sure if that was in the original, but has kind of become a staple of RTSs since, and I don't think really takes away from
Moving
the
out.
overall feel of the game.
Reporting.
You can also hold the shift key while hitting the number keys to combine squads.
Affirmative.
Another little convenient thing. I do think
Yes, sir.
I'm
Moving
going to
out.
leave the Humvees down here.
Yes. Yes.
Engineers, we see this sandbag wall that is usually indicative of a
Moving out.
base.
Right away, sir. Yes. Affirmative. You got it. Moving out. Ready and waiting. Right away, sir. Ready and waiting. Yes. Affirmative. Yes.
Let's get rid of these guys.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
So they're quite smart that they will Ooh, those engineers are very squishy.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
You got it. Yes, sir.
let's push up here a little bit.
Affirmative.
So the big thing with Command & Conquer, which absolutely remains a thing by design,
Sir, ready and waiting. Right away, sir.
is how the basic gameplay mechanic is to overwhelm.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Overwhelm the enemy forces with sheer numbers. And yes, get used to chasing around units.
Yes, sir. Unit moving out. Reporting. Affirmative. Unit reporting.
Let's bring our Humvees in.
Yes, sir.
Do some damage.
Reporting. Got it. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements
So
have
I do
arrived.
not actually want to take that Tiberium this harvester. Perhaps I will.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Roger. Waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Moving out. Reporting.
So we'll send this engineer in to take over the refinery.
Nod building captured.
And I'm actually going to send in the other one to take the MCV, giving us
Nod building captured.
their build
New
instructions.
construction options.
So what we're going to do... I do recall capturing a refinery giving you the ability to construct a harvester, but perhaps not at the moment.
Building. Construction complete.
So we're going to throw down a silo of our own. We cannot yet build engineers, so I can't
Yes, sir.
do that, but
Building.
we'll build our own refinery, which should give us the ability to construct harvesters.
Construction complete. Unit lost.
Oh, no, it appears that it comes with one, but does not give us the ability
Yes, sir.
to construct them until we have a vehicle station. So what you have to do is you have to be quite strategic, and your engineer needs to enter the refinery at the very moment that the harvester is actually loading or unloading his Tiberium.
Moving out.
Okay, this... Oh, I was about to say, the squad of one is
Reporting. Affirmative.
not looking very good at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, they gave me another
Moving
Humvee.
out. Yes, sir.
I'll
Moving
add
out.
that to squad 2.
Repairing.
So let's get some income going here.
Roger.
So another really important thing
Roger.
about this game is Tiberium is actually poisonous for soldiers to walk over. So there must
Yes,
be
sir.
some like
Moving out.
random single infantryman tucked in somewhere that we have to go track down.
Moving out.
Typically in one of the far corners.
Moving out.
Okay, so I guess he's not up here.
Moving out. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
So I will actually sell,
Structure sold.
Reporting.
get my soldiers.
Reporting.
There we go, got a new little squad there.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Still uncovering the map. Oh! So you'll see, if I put my soldiers through here,
Unit lost.
they'll all just burn up.
Waiting orders. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Okay, so they actually want us to also destroy all the Nod
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
buildings.
Yes, sir.
So the refinery itself can hold Tiberium, as well as silos. Something to keep in mind.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Might as well keep the harvester busy while we wipe out the last bit of these. So you'll see that the AI still has a little bit of money to spend on repairing to kind of push back the damage.
Yes, sir.
Which is once again why the
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
oh, there's a civilian.
Acknowledge.
So in later RTS games,
Mission
even
accomplished.
as soon after this as Red Alert, you will notice that when the AI kind of suspects that they're down and out, they will sell off all their buildings to get all of their troops that they get from selling those buildings to do like one final hurrah before they get slaughtered. That's right, you knock that nod flag over. GDI, GDI. So my leadership score wasn't nearly as good on that as my last map because I ran a bunch of my troops through Tiberium and got them killed. So even though we're moving through Nod territory, they're definitely growing faster than we're taking from them. Now to Latvia.
I know I promised more deep background on Kane and Nod, but there'll be time for that later. Carter says you hit the ground fighting. Nice job. Now we need that again. Somewhere in this section is a Nod base. It's protected against airstrikes by Nod SAM sites. Knock them out so Colonel Morelli can provide air support. That should make it easier for you to take out the base. I'll be out of the loop for a couple of days doing civvy time at the UN. Don't let me down.
Alright, Shepard. Boom! I think this might be the first mission for GDI where you don't get a base to begin with. Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Never mind. What do I know?
Construction options.
Ooh, we do have Grenadiers this time, though, so that's cool.
Affirmative.
Grenadier obviously being a much better building-destroying infantry.
Building.
Moving out.
So what I like to do,
Construction complete.
if it gives me the ability to...
New construction.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
so you'll see that we gained Grenadiers, but now we're facing rocket launcher troops. So there is Tiberium here.
Building.
We are going to get a refinery going so we can get some income going.
Got it.
Love this music.
Moving out.
Fantastic.
Affirmative. Roger. Yes.
Ridge line here.
Got it.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
You got it.
Get rid of this SAM site here.
Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Yes.
You have to be very careful with those harvesters as well, because they can run your troops over
New construction options.
without breaking a sweat. Ooh, we have a comm center now.
Building.
Nice.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
If I'm not mistaken, you do have to also be very careful with your own Grenadiers that they don't do friendly fire.
Moving out. Yes.
Unit lost.
Moving out. You got it.
Okay, let's recoup some of our troops here.
New construction options.
A comm center traditionally uses a lot of power.
Building.
Let's get a silo going to store excess Tiberium.
Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Right away, sir.
Oh, so I can actually construct engineers and grenadiers already. That's excellent.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
So now your
Unit ready.
unit constructing buildings can't set
Unit
waypoints the way
ready.
they can in more
Building.
traditional...
Insufficient funds.
Not for long.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit
Nice little
ready.
force going here now.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Let's take those guys out.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Right away, sir.
So you see that they're quite focused on knocking out my buildings. Tuck the comm center in. This gives us our mini-map. Very important thing, and also a very important thing to remove from your enemies. That's really cool. That's a, what are they called? Orcas. Or interesting. It looks like they've made it into an orca. It looks like the original graphics had it as some sort of spaceship. That's neat.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I do want to go this way, but I'm a little concerned because there's Tiberium this way.
Yes, right away, sir. Affirmative.
See that those grenadiers are also
Affirmative. Reporting. Yes.
fantastic against infantry.
Affirmative.
So once again, overwhelming the enemy forces with sheer numbers.
Affirmative. You got it. Roger.
There is obviously a base up here. I wouldn't mind building an engineer
Building.
and trying to be strategic with capturing their factory.
Not a problem.
Unit ready.
Grenadiers' range is awesome.
Affirmative. Yes,
Let's actually only get the grenadiers growing here.
moving out.
They think they still need to go around, apparently.
Yes.
So AI pathing is still a little janky, as it was back then.
You got it. Now,
Okay,
moving out.
let's work our way around, see what we
Got
see.
it. Right away, sir. Roger.
There's a troop just hiding in there.
Affirmative.
Looks like this is maybe a dead end? Oh, no, maybe we can get
Right away,
around.
sir. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Roger. Affirmative. Moving out.
Hiding in the trees.
You got it. Right away, sir. Yes. Yes, right away,
Ooh, we've
sir.
got a turret here.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
So, it doesn't look like I have troops that can actually
Unit
Got it. Right away,
lost.
sir.
smash through those sandbags. No. Except by accident,
Moving out. Affirmative.
interestingly.
Right away, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Looks like we're not doing
Building.
Affirmative.
enough damage.
Right away,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
We'll pull back here if we
Building.
can.
Unit ready.
Oh, the range on those
Unit
turrets
lost.
is quite good.
Unit ready. Building.
Moving out. Affirmative. Right away,
Unit
sir.
ready.
So let's take our new
Building.
troops we've been building.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. Moving out.
Join forces.
Ready and waiting. You got it.
We've got an engineer tucked in there that we're going to have to be careful with.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Moving out.
your AI is not smart enough to avoid the Tiberium, so that's something to keep in mind.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Ready to serve.
Right away, sir.
As long as that rocket troop doesn't harass my harvester, I'm good with leaving them.
Right away, sir. Moving out.
So we're going to come up here and fight this turret again. And try and sneak in and get that engineer into one of their buildings. Either their MCV or their refinery.
You got it. Affirmative. Reporting. You got it. Reporting. Got it. Yes, moving out.
So push into this base.
Lost.
Oh, I just missed it, but that's okay. I'm still going to take it.
Nod building captured.
Sell it.
Low power. Silos needed.
Oh, see, the AI will run you over.
Moving out.
Okay, so that obviously pissed them off quite a bit.
Building.
Let's go with 10 of each this time.
Unit lost.
There might be a counterattack here that I have to be cautious of.
Building. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Building. Unit ready.
Cool.
Unit lost.
So they are probably going to push back here.
Unit ready.
Oh,
Our
and look at
base
that. They
is
just
under attack.
rebuilt
Building.
that
Unit
factory.
ready.
No problem.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Okay, let's prepare for the
Unit
counterattack.
ready. Building. Unit ready.
Moving out.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
Let's make sure that
Unit
this guy,
ready.
he's just going to walk through Tiberium and
Unit
probably get
ready.
himself killed anyway.
Building. Unit ready.
Not a problem. Right away, sir. Waiting orders. Moving out. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes.
Pinch him. Just pinch him.
Ready and
Unit
waiting.
Okay.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. You got it. Moving out.
This time we'll take their MCV so that they can't do what they just did to me.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Let's avoid that turret for a moment here.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Just got to be very careful that he doesn't turn around and decide to run us over.
Yes.
So once again, overwhelming.
Right away, sir.
We're going to try and sneak right in there. Make sure we clear the way.
Unit lost.
You got it.
Nod building captured.
Brilliant.
New construction option.
That's the end of them.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes.
In the later game, you have to be careful that you not only take out their MCV, or their main base, but also their vehicle refineries, or their vehicle construction buildings, so that they can't just construct another MCV.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
So once again, all their buildings are gone. Doesn't mean that the mission's over. You have to now track down every little soldier
Unit lost.
and harvester Because for some reason, this guy still thinks that he's got a refinery to go back to.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Very tricky. It's tricky once again,
Unit
facing off against the harvesters because our soldiers blow up in the Tiberium, and if this harvester decides to turn around,
Unit
that's what's
lost.
gonna happen. It can be really annoying.
Building.
Let's
Unit
just
lost.
throw a pile of grenadiers at him.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Roger.
ready.
Got it.
Unit
That grenadier's
ready.
gonna blow up in the Tiberium,
Building.
unfortunately.
Unit
Probably before
ready.
he ends up taking out that unit. Oh,
Unit
it's gonna be close. Yeah, boom.
Building.
Got it.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Just internal
Unit
combustion
ready.
when you walk over Tiberium. That's how it works.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Alright, so there's obviously another
You got it.
SAM site or soldier hiding in either the top left or the bottom right of this map. Well, I guess you guys aren't going to avoid the Tiberium. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Actually,
Moving out.
you guys continue
Roger.
to
Affirmative.
scope out that map. Just to see if there are any other SAM sites up there too.
Reporting. You got it.
Okay, not there anymore.
Strike. Mission accomplished.
Boom, no problem. There we go. Bring in the birds, birds. Do some fire bombing. I mean, I already took out that base. There she be. What are these called? Warthogs? A-10s? Remove. Once again, leadership quite low for all of the troops that I sent to their Tiberium explosion death. So this is our first map select where we actually get to choose where we want to go. So, Belarus with state militia. Oh, well, keep in mind, if you choose one, you can't choose somewhere else. Looks like we're going to Belarus.
Sanctioned by the United Nations, the Global Defense Initiative has one goal: eliminate multinational terrorism in an effort to preserve freedom.
Freedom!
The Brotherhood of Nod, an ancient and secret society, maintains strong ties with most global terrorist organizations. Commanded by this man, known only as Kane, Nod's long-term goals are unknown. However, recent activities include expansionary behavior into disenfranchised nations, high-volume investment in global trade markets, and aggressive manipulation of international mass media. These efforts are suspected to be funded by Nod's access to vast Tiberium deposits. Tiberium continues to confound the scientific community, soaking up ground minerals and soil nutrients like a sponge.
29% unknown.
The end result of this unique leaching process creates the formation of Tiberium crystals, rich in precious metals and available for collection with a minimum of mining expense.
Delta Sierra Echo to Commander, approaching our next objective. We're just crossing the Belarus border and we've got a problem. Nod ambushed one of our convoys and made off with a good supply of activated pellet rods. Sounds harmless, right? Well, those rods are step one in slapping together a nuclear device.
Fair
Gotta
enough.
get him back. Shepard's still offline, so we're acting without confirmation, but I'm betting that this is too important to wait.
Fair
Take a
enough.
small force into the Naughty camp and get those rods back before their birds can pick them up.
Into the
rods
naughty
are packed in
camp.
transport crates. I doubt Nod's had time to transfer them, but who knows. Keep your eyes open. Give him hell.
Love it. Give him hell. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, this is our first
Yes, sir.
non-building mission, and
Yes, sir.
also the introduction of the APC,
Yes, sir. Right. Reporting. Moving out.
which allows your infantry to load up into them.
Yes, sir.
Which allows us safe travel across Tiberium. That's the big thing with APCs.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
So APCs are also the first vehicle you have access to, other than the Harvester, that can run infantry over. So also a viable tactic to just run APCs through large groups of soldiers.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Apparently those enemies were hiding behind that tree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes.
But we do not want to lose the APC with the infantry
Unit
inside.
report. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, unit reporting. Affirmative. Yes, moving out.
Let's deploy before we lose them all.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, unit report. Moving out. Reporting. Rod.
I've already played this quite poorly, losing almost all my vehicles already.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Let's explore up here first.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Away, sir. Moving out. Rod.
You'll also notice that the troops will not attack as they're moving,
Yes,
so that's something to keep in mind.
Reporting. Moving out. Right away, sir. Roger. Affirmative.
Wondering if
Yes, sir.
in original resolution if they hide as well.
Moving out. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Right away,
Ooh,
moving
okay.
out. Got it.
Got ourselves a little flying APC already.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Vehicle reporting out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and wait. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Right away, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it.
No.
Unit vehicle reporting. Reporting you. Got it. Roger. Roger. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
The good news is that our grenadiers are quite overpowered.
Yes, sir. Moving out. You got it. Not a problem. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not a problem.
lost.
Affirmative. Waiting for. Got it.
Try and push into here just a little bit further if it's not a dead end.
Right away, sir.
It is to an extent.
Affirmative. Roger. Moving out. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Ooh, our first tank encounter. Those are not very nice.
Affirmative. Roger. Moving out.
Okay, we found a base.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Having a little bit of trouble there, AI. I'll take what I can get. Mercies for the weak. We're doing enough damage to get ahead of the repairing. Well, some of these guys are smart enough. Oh, we've got quite the little... Okay. We might actually want to go around here and see if we can get in here. Otherwise we just... we just got ourselves real stuck. This is not going to be a very nice bottleneck.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Got it.
Unit lost.
This might be where I bite the bullet.
Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, thank God.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. You got it. Roger.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. You got it.
They seem to be going right by me.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting. Moving out.
Okay, looks like we've got 4 more grenadiers.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Oh, there's a little cargo drop in there, I think.
Acknowledge. Right away,
Also
sir.
dead end. Okay.
Ready. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's try and be smart here. There we go.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I think I'm actually just gonna
Moving out. Affirmative.
try and drive my APC over all of these guys.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Gotcha.
Moving out.
Gotcha.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledge. Moving out. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving
The
out.
best mechanic in this game is being able to run over enemies.
Right away, sir. Moving out. You got it. Yes, moving
Run
out.
on over.
Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge. Yes. Acknowledge.
So I'm hopeful that uncovering the map is what triggers reinforcements, because they're getting reinforcements too. And I can't keep up with them, because those guys
Moving out.
are going to take a little while to fight.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Acknowledge. Moving out. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Gotcha.
Ready. Affirmative. You got it. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
I think we're in trouble here.
Vehicle report.
Unit lost.
Get him. Ah, just missed him.
Your mission is a failure.
Well, there we go. Like I said before, these are basically the equivalent of escort missions back in the day. They always drove me nuts, having limited resources available to me. When the game was so clearly designed to overwhelm your enemy with sheer numbers. So if you have no ability to produce sheer numbers, it makes the game a lot more difficult.
Ready and waiting.
So this time, we're going to be smart,
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
load up, not lose our light scout.
Vehicle yes, reporting.
Work together here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Waiting moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Lost.
Yes, sir.
No, that doesn't bode well at all, does it?
Yes, moving out. Unit reporting.
So what you want to do is just get over the Tiberium and then immediately dump, because the APCs
Yes,
themselves are
moving
not
out.
very good fighters.
Waiting order. Moving out. Waiting moving out. Yes, waiting order. Affirmative. Yes. Ready and waiting. Moving out. Waiting order. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
I'm going to try and just race through here.
Acknowledge. Moving out.
Knowledge of the map is
Moving
going to be an important one with this
Moving out.
particular level.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Moving out.
What you have to remember is that if you don't have the ability to produce sheer numbers and the enemy does, that you will be overwhelmed.
Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Reporting. Right away, sir. Moving out. Not a problem. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Moving out. Moving out.
So it appears as though maybe alt-clicking with the APC will help you track down the enemy to run them over.
You got it. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Looks like there's enough room there.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Oh.
Unit affirmative. Yes,
That
sir.
APC seems to think there's a bottleneck there.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge. Waiting order. Affirmative.
This bottleneck
Moving out.
is definitely how we want to handle these guys.
Roger. You got it. Affirmative. Affirmative. You
So
got
moving
it.
quick
You got it. Yes, sir. Moving out.
is
Moving out.
important.
Acknowledge. Moving out.
There's that light tank.
Yes, moving out.
I'm once again confused as to why
Reinforcements have
Yes,
arrived.
sir.
the tank is smart.
Unit lost.
Okay, we gotta get this guy back over here
Lost.
Acknowledge.
as fast as we can. Once again, pathfinding not their strong suit. Yeah, you really have to handhold them.
Acknowledge. Moving out. Affirmative.
So that tank is still gonna pose some problems here. We're gonna have to do
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'd say get here, dump off the APC, proceed on foot, get rid of that tank, and then push into the base.
Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. Moving out. Unit reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Push that tank. This time make sure they don't run us over. Good. And now push like hell into their base and hope that we can do some damage. I believe that we saw... Oh my goodness me. Okay, that is absolutely something I need to make short work of. Get there, get there, get there.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Fantastic. Just needed to pick up that cargo box. I thought that we had to eliminate all Nod forces.
War-torn Bialystok. Once a happy farming town for peace-loving peasants. Today, slaughterhouse.
Peace-loving peasants.
Insane GDI
Love it.
assault against mankind. Yet another in a series of villages wiped off the earth by the Global Defense Initiative and its misguided leader, General Mark Shepard.
Ooh,
And what
misguided
crime did
leader.
Bialystok commit to warrant said carnage? Sources indicate that GDI terrorists were convinced that this simple hamlet was involved in the manufacture and shipping of Tiberium.
GDI
When does
terrorists.
madness end? Only when General Shepard and his vision of one world order is stopped. This is Greg Burdett, Bialystok.
There are no good guys. Oh wait, who's that?
Excellent. Now, do it again in French and German. I want 300 copies made and sent to every TV station in Europe. You have the satellite for another 10 minutes. Is that camera still running?
Kane's so badass. Love it. So, first tricky mission, no problem. Okay, so I guess we're continuing to push on the right side, so let's do it. Ukraine, almost 52 million. State militia once again.
It's a lie, all of it. GDI wouldn't slaughter children.
GDI wouldn't slaughter children. You heard it here first, folks.
Tiberium Center.
Isn't this another incident of GDI reacting to incorrect information?
Any comment?
Should GDI funding be cut?
I love these redone screens. These are amazing. Las Vegas. Uh-oh. We're in financial trouble. I will never financially recover from this.
Supposed to overturn feeling worried about my bills. You may not be feeling in control of
No. Why is the UN investigating us? We're not the bad guys. 1844 Zulu. No. GDI funding.
Nod forces severely damaged GDI base in your area. Critical shortage of weapons and manpower. Find GDI base and return it to operational status.
So, at least we have a base this time. It's just going to be in poor condition when we start the mission. Oh, right, we have to find the
Yes,
base
sir.
first. Ah, but we have tanks now. Oh yeah, medium tanks.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our medium tanks make short work of their light tanks.
Reporting. Moving out. Waiting orders. Moving out.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
proceed.
Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged.
These light scouts do not take much
Yes, sir.
to
Affirmative.
get
Moving
decimated.
out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. Unit reporting. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Moving out.
I think the base is just up here, if memory serves. It's been a long time.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Lots of Tiberium on this map.
Moving out.
Lots of potential income.
Unit reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
This should
Moving
be it.
out. Acknowledge.
New construction
go.
options.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Moving out. Yes, unit reporting. Yes, sir.
Okay, so. Ooh, we have a weapons factory, so that's our vehicle construction. Now, it's very important that we
Repairing.
get everything repaired
Repairing.
here, because we do not have a construction, like a main base. So let's get everything
Yes, sir.
up and operational here. There looks like
Yes,
there's a
Eagle.
counterattack coming.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge.
This bridge is going to be our choke point. I'm actually going to
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
take one of these
Acknowledge.
APCs and make sure that we can't be flanked from down here.
Acknowledged.
We probably can. It seems like a pretty long stretch. Oh, we sure can. Okay.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledge. Waiting on away, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Important not to let that tank anywhere near our infantry.
Got it. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Got it. Moving out.
Okay, looks like we're all repaired and ready for our counterattack.
Building.
Let's get 20
Unit ready.
infantry
Building.
and maybe a few
Unit
light
ready.
scouts.
Unit ready.
I'm sure that'll bankrupt
Building.
us, but
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Moving out. Moving out.
Building. Unit ready.
nope.
Construction complete.
Acknowledge.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Changed their mind. They got good distance
Unit
though.
ready. Building. Construction complete.
Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledge.
That's fine. The time for questioning is over.
Vehicle reporting.
Oh yeah, we're ready for a nice little counterattack.
vehicle reporting.
Okay, ready? Let's push back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Gotcha.
Building.
Nope, I do not want you going that way.
Roger.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Okay, put you back here.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit ready. Building.
Unit vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. You
Okay,
got
let's
it.
push this way.
Reporting.
Oh, get out of there. What a bugger.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
No. Oh,
Yes, sir.
those vehicles.
Acknowledged.
Oh, okay.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
No, please.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Moving
Let's
out.
leave the light scouts back here to defend against troops.
Reporting. Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
That's fine. I kind of knew that would be a thing. Okay.
Ready and
They should be able to hold that. No problem.
Affirmative.
Let's push in the meantime. Let's cut off their income.
Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, moving out. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Losing these medium tanks is shitty
Reporting.
because I can't replenish them.
Got it. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Let's pull back here. Those light tanks are not something to be trifled with just yet.
Yes, sir. You got it.
Unit lost.
Roger. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Can I? No. There's actually, I remember now, there's a repair building.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Unit
Building.
acknowledged.
Construction complete.
That we don't have access to just
Unit
yet.
ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Moving out.
Unit ready.
Okay, so
Insufficient funds.
now that we've applied some pressure,
Unit ready.
we can move in with some Humvees.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I wonder if we take out that SAM site, whether we'll get reinforcements.
Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right away, zooming out.
Nice little reinforcement here. Still hard up for money.
Building.
Some minigunners going.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Got it.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting.
Building. Unit lost.
You'll see like
Unit
how much
ready.
the
Building.
tides can turn
Unit
when
ready.
Affirmative.
when one of those tanks just
Unit
rolls
ready.
over your units.
Building.
Wait away,
Unit
sir.
ready. Unit ready.
Wait away, sir.
Building.
Wait away, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Roger.
lost.
Affirmative. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
And the tanks just move so quickly.
Affirmative. Moving out. Reporting. Right away, sir.
Run away! Run away!
Unit lost.
No, no, no!
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Alright, light
Building.
scouts it is.
Unit ready.
Alright, so now we wait for our money to come back. Just jam out to this music in the meantime. I think that sneaking engineers in is going to be once again the best strategy for this. If we can come around this corner and sneak up here, I think that that's probably our best bet. They're expensive though, 500 bucks a piece. And we're already pretty strapped for money because I can't construct another refinery and they haven't given me the ability to make more harvesters.
Funds.
It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight.
Construction complete. Building.
Maybe 5 light scouts. Maybe make some engineers instead.
Construction complete. Building.
All I got. Probably comes back with like $1,000 each time. I think we got more than enough power.
Structure sold.
Yeah, that's fine.
Construction complete.
Probably don't even need
Building.
a silo because I'm spending it as quickly as I get it.
Structure sold. Structure sold.
Okay. Power's close, but we're okay. It's all powered still.
Yeah?
See that civilian? Phil.
Construction
Amazing.
complete. Building.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancelled.
Let's
Building.
get one engineer in there. If we can strategically sneak this engineer in, I think that we could really
Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
do some damage here. Okay. Let's make sure that we do not lose it to this tank.
Building.
Affirmative. You got it.
Good. Let's get in there.
Unit ready.
If we could capture that
Building.
refinery, that'd make me a happy
Unit
camper.
ready.
Get in there.
Unit ready. Building.
No, Phil, no.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Actually, I got another great idea.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting. Roger.
Let's go down here and see what else we can capture.
Unit lost.
take an air unit.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
What I want to do is take this when the harvester gets there.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Roger. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Wait for it.
Affirmative.
Wait for it.
Unit lost.
Get it.
Yes, sir.
Nod building captured.
Fantastic.
Unit lost. Building.
Waiting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Right away, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge.
Okay, let's push.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Fantastic.
Unit ready. Building.
So they shouldn't have another hand of nod,
Unit
and they
ready.
don't have a construction vehicle or
Building.
any income. So this should be
Unit ready.
a walk in the park now.
Building.
You got it. Ready and waiting.
Unit ready.
Friendly fire.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Not a
lost.
problem.
Unit ready.
Waiting.
Building.
Reporting.
Unit
Right away,
ready.
sir. Reporting you. Got it.
Just work our way through the buildings now.
Not a problem. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Not a problem. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting. Yes, sir. Not a problem. Got it.
So you do have to be very careful when you have an entire squad of just grenadiers that they don't end up blowing themselves up.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Unit
Oh,
lost.
there we go. I'm doing more damage to my own men than they are to me.
You got it. Affirmative.
This should do it.
Airstrike ready.
Ooh. See, had I taken the SAM sites out, it would have given me the ability to use an airstrike. On this
Select
guy,
target. Silos needed.
that's fine. Come on! Got him!
Mission accomplished.
Great finish. Strong finish. There you go. There's imagery for you right there. As the eagle takes out the scorpion. Alright, so all paths lead to this territory. I'm going to cut the gameplay there. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Mitch the Preacher, preaching the gospel of gaming. Please do subscribe for future content if you want to see more Command & Conquer Remastered. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.